Here I have my little talisman with red carnelian. It's going to help me be creative. Look, we have a pretty baby with us. Hello, Moni. Hey. Oh, you don't want to be with your mom. Mona. Did you guys see that? She bit me in the... So that happened. It's actually funny because it just popped up with her thingy that is fully charged. I'm gonna put it on her. Okay, Moni is going out hunting. Yes, are you winking? You're saying goodbye to them? Bye, people. Bye, people. Moon is out and about. I wanted to share that with you guys. There is a little duckling that fell over. Well, it has been very windy. What up, Queen? Fighting Queen. Well, she is annoyed. Oh! I killed whatever that is. She has been annoyed because she took a little mouse inside and then she couldn't find it because it was alive. And yeah, then it was just gone. She's been a bit moody. It's very overcast. It was very beautiful earlier when I filmed because I filmed the daily readings. The clouds had so many signs in them for you guys. If some of you guys already want to see that, it is on my Patreon. Good morning! Well, technically I already said hey, but you know, yes. So, as you guys can see, we have cuteness in the background. I actually do want to have some candles on here. So, well, I have this one, but I don't think it can be there because it's going to burn the plastic plant that I found. I actually have had this for the longest time, but I never used it. And then I was like, wait, I can use it there. Okay, we have tea time. From the title of this video, you probably already have a slight idea about what we're going to talk about, but I just wanted to check in with you guys. We're going to take a breather. I have my citron, the crystal of the sun. I have my rose quartz and my tiny amethysts. It's so funny sometimes when I say rose quartz when it's in real amethyst. I do have a tendency to pronounce it wrong. But we are calling in the beautiful energy. I hope you guys had an amazing new moon in Pisces. The energy is still here. I have my water, my black cup, my ouchie, Starbucks cup. I think it's important to talk about what do you identify yourself with now after the full moon, the Yule. Tingling sensation in my foot after Yule. Well, Yule is Christmas. We celebrate Yule in Denmark and in other countries. Yeah, well, maybe it's a sign that something happened in December or something will happen December again. Last year we got a lot of October, December readings, signs. But who says that it was for 2020? Because again, divine timing. Sometimes we get a message for something that will happen and then we're like, oh yeah, it's going to happen within this year. But then sometimes the universe is like, nah, it's going to happen next year. So I feel that a lot of the things that we got last year in readings, like predictions, stuff like that, is actually going to happen this year. Yeah. Just pay attention to tree. The signs. You are realizing that you are not your past anymore. You're new. You are who you need to identify yourself with now. And something that have come up a lot is our name. And I have seen that in private reading, in healing session. I have seen it with myself. I have seen it with Amanda, with other people that I have spoken about with this, is that our name is very, very special. There's no coincidence in your name, your birth name. And it comes with karmic lessons. I will link a link down below where you can find out what is the meaning with your name, your birth name, and maybe even the name that you took, if you have changed your name, if you got an extra name like I have, because I will, talk a little bit about what it means for me, and I will talk a little bit about my, my new name, or my name that I put together with my first name. But that is things that you're realizing now after the new moon. I don't know if I said full moon. I always mix it up. But maybe it's because some of you guys will first realize this after the full moon that we have in Libra. Again, it depends on where you are on your journey. It depends on how much shadow work you have done. It depends on how much you accept yourself. Like, again, do you wear a mask? Would you be okay with being in front of a camera without makeup, or going outside in the public without makeup? And it's something that I feel like we need to do. We need to show our bareness for us to realize who we actually are. And yes, some people who are new to my channel might be like, well, yeah, you're sitting there with makeup and lipstick and everything. Yeah, but I also have done my shadow work, and I have posted video where I don't have makeup on. One video I will link up here. So there's a lot of identity crumblings, tower moments, and realizations going on right now. So there is clues in your name, in your birth name, but also in your new name, if you have changed your name, if you have gotten an extra name. Yeah, about your challenges, about your strength, about your life path, your path number, your life number. Yeah, I felt there was something I jumped over or wanted to say that I didn't say. I don't know. I also have astrology cards here, so I actually want to, maybe we should do that now. Let's see what is up with this identity, because we are changing, like realizing who are we. Talking about this, right? And then God's Pluto. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. But it's also the phoenix rising from the ashes, from the water. Wow. Your identity is being cut in half. You are being cut in half. You're being broken. You're being thundered. Uranus. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. That's what's going on, people. What's happening? So yeah, we have been going through heartbreak. We have been going through losses. We have been going through, identity crisis. We have lost ourselves. Or we're like, who am I really? Who am I? Have I lived a lie the past 10 years? Because I have felt that. If I look back, especially at my time in LA, oh man, I tried to fit in. And I can see it looking back at my vlogs. Oh, it's cringy to look at, because I'm like, oh, you were a sad girl. No, I was not a sad girl. I was just lost, We all have a child within us that is lost, and that is our inner child. And we are working a lot with our inner child. I will do a video about that. And in this video, I might forget some of the things that I want to speak about. But I'm just speaking with my heart, yeah, speaking from my heart, and just saying what I need to, say what people see and the impression you give. The first house, there's someone looking themselves in the mirror. So this is so crazy. Whoa, it's mind-blowing. We have more. The 12th house. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause of power. And you have a hunger inside of you. Maybe some of you guys are a little bit unsure. Yeah. But the greatest gift that you can give yourself, the greatest gift that you can give yourself also when it comes to manifesting your dreams and desires, is to find out who you really are. And realize that, hey, yeah, I have lived a lie, or I have actually pushed my identity away because I wasn't sure if I could portray myself as who I really am, as your soul, because that is what you're, being pushed out to actually show you, your soul. Okay, so how do I do this? I am going to switch to my camera because I need my phone to be able to show you guys what I want to show you guys. So I'll be back. We are back on my camera. Let's take a sip of tea. But your new identity, the real you, should feel fun, should feel happy, and should have courage to actually jump out and do what it is that you're supposed to do. So, the page is called Name Echo. Yes. So you simply just put your name in, and for me, obviously, it's Sandra. Yeah, one thing there is that I learned to actually pronounce my name how I like. And it's interesting. It just reminded me of something. Because I always pronounce it like Sandra. But I never really liked that. But it just happened. Like, the past year, it really started nagging on me, actually. Like, why is it? Like, it sounds wrong. And it's so funny because when I spoke with Amanda today, she actually explained that years back she dated a guy. And she spoke about me to that guy. And named me, like Sandra. Might not be the exact way she pronounced it because it's a little bit more Danish way, but it's kind of the same. And the guy had said, why do you pronounce her name like you are an upper classer, like an upper class person from Copenhagen? Because Copenhagen people have a not very different accent than the people like me who live in the south of Denmark, close to Germany. It's a little bit more jysk, as we call it. It's a little bit more, like, I don't know, slow. I don't even know how to call it, but if you're Danish, you know what I mean. Like, in other countries and there is different accents when it comes to cities, right? Or states. And like I said, I never associated myself with that. I always wanted it to be Sandra because that is what people say especially when I'm in LA. Like, people call me by that name. It has a great cling to it. And I don't know if it's because that I didn't identify myself with who I really was, which might be Sandra. I identified me with Sandra, which I didn't like in a way. It's the energy that the name gives you. And I changed that now. I would try to remember to say my name right, because it is a part of identifying myself. Again, it's very important to understand what that means. because it comes down to your name, it comes down to how it sounds, how it feels. So that is the first thing. Yes. So it says the name Sandra evokes purposefulness, aspiration, and benevolence. Benevolence? Benevolence. I actually don't know what that is.
Benevolence.
Benevolence. The quality of being well-meaning. Kindness. I am kind. That's one thing that people always say to me. Oh my god, you're so kind. Sometimes when people see me on pictures, especially on the old pictures, they're like, oh my god, you actually look like a bitch, or you look like you are, well. And then when they meet me, like, people got a bit scared of me. Oh, dove. Oh wow. Then they meet me and they're like, oh my god, you're actually pretty sweet. I think that in the past I identified myself with, I needed to have a lot of attitude to be seen, to be heard, you know, instead of being like, well, with my slow voice and me being silly and everything, smiling and whatever else, I'm still being heard, but I need to identify me with that. So that's interesting. Then they are analyzing the letters, which we don't need to go into details with now. But then we have the life lessons and challenges. For the name Sandra, the life lesson has much to do with this person cherishing the physical strength they benefit from when young, in a child. Whilst the life challenge refers to stopping to fear that they can cope with certain situations. That's me. Very interesting. It's so interesting. Then we have spirituality charge outstanding. And my name number is 3. Everything comes in 3. It's been following me the past year. And it's the past year that I actually started to identify myself with moi. Oui. And then it has a lot of other information. It also says that blessed careers are zoology. So in a zoo, I guess. Adversary services, anthropology, or similar. Very interesting. So it has a lot of other information. Also the name vibration on the Omega consciousness scale. The vibrational energy of the name Sandra is associated with the acceptance level. Acceptance level. My color is yellow. Interesting. There is a lot, but there is a lot of information, so I will link down below so you guys can see it. But another thing with me is that I, years back, created the name Angelina. So it's SandraAngelina. And it's funny because I have customers and people who actually just call me Angelina. And I have had customers and other people mentioning, well, of course you chose Angelina because that you are an angel. You are an earth angel sent to help other people. And I didn't, you know, I didn't even know what that name would mean. Because it's everywhere now. It's a part of my YouTube channel, it's a part of my Instagram. I even have merch, or I had merch with SandraAngelina. I will try to bring that merch back at some point. But it's just interesting to think about how much power your name has. And I remember that I actually had a customer who has changed her name a lot. And she changed her name because it reminded her about her past, what she had went through with her parents, with her stepfather. I actually think that she never really knew her real father, but there was a lot of things, and she changed her name. But she changed it so much that she got lost in that. And I remember that she got back to her original name. when I spoke with her back then, I told her that there might be some healing that needs to be done with your name healing, because again, there's a reason why your name should be or is what it is. And that's why I actually think I want to look deeper into it, because now that I poke to it and the awareness is here, I can feel that Shiva, my spirit guide, is like, yeah, you need to do more videos about that. So yeah. Another interesting thing here is that Amanda also pointed out something to me, because it reminded me about that when Amanda got born. I think it was her father, actually wanted to name her Sarah. And I can't remember how it is, but there was something about that. But they changed it to Amanda. And here is the thing. When I got born, my mom wanted to call me Sarah. But the nurse that was there said, no, she looks like Sandra. So that's how my name became Sandra. So how interesting is it that me and Amanda was actually supposed to have the same name. And another thing that's strange about me and Amanda, and I have spoken about that before, that I think me and Amanda are some kind of twin flames, or we have been twins in a past life or something. We have a very strong bond together. And we vibe on a vibration that I have never experienced with anyone else. She is just like my sister from another mister. But the person that gave birth to me and to Amanda is the same guy. The same doctor, whatever you call it. And, you know, the same hospital. Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, there's just so many similarities. So again, your name is very important. How you identify yourself now is very important. Like the cards just explained beautifully. And let us just take the normal tarot just to see if there's anything else the spirit wants you to know about. Well, let's ask about name. Because now we also have this identity, because obviously it is a part of your name. But it's just a very interesting topic, and until this morning I never really thought about it like that. But yeah, it's so interesting. Okay, so let's see what we can get about this name energy, your name. Whoa, 9 of Swords reversed. Well, makes sense. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. It's so interesting because, again, with the 9 of Swords reversed, it's about shifting. Shifting out of something that has been kept you stuck. So it might be, I mean, some of you guys, you might not even think about like, oh, is it connected with my name? Another thing, whoa, yeah, another thing, my ex-boyfriend, his name was Romain, but he didn't identify himself with that name because it reminded him about how his parents yelled out his name. I mean, there must have been some trauma there. That's why I say that it's so important with your name. So he changed his name to Ollie. So it's interesting how your name actually has so much power. Not in a bad way, but it is, your name is you, because people call you, people remember you by name. It's not like people like, oh yeah, remember that person. It's like, oh yeah, Sandra. I don't know, whoever you are, you know. Catherine, Marie, Georgia, I mean, whatever it is. Paul, Mike, you know, it's, yeah. You are learning to get the right mixture now and to heal your name, because it's very important to heal your name. Do yourself the favor today to look a little bit deeper at, like, how do I how do you identify yourself with your name? Is there anything that's linked together with the past and your name? Oh, the camera stopped. Where you're like, I don't like how people pronounce my name, or I don't like this feeling that I had with this person yelling my name. Yeah, it can be the tiniest thing, and it might actually be a hint for what you need to heal. That's linked together with your identity. Yeah, I feel that is the cozy talk today, people. So I will leave you guys with a lot of thoughts, but share your thoughts and your feelings with your name. Do you identify yourself with your name? Did you change your name? Do you want to change your name? Do you understand your name more now? You know, did you heal your name? Yeah. If you're in need of a private reading, healing session, or removal of blocks, all information is down below. Remember to like and subscribe, become a part of this magical family, or become a part of my Patreon if you want to see more. And I will see you guys in my next video.